Okay, I'm ready. So we're up to the third stage in Wily's Fortress. If you need those power-ups, feel free to grab them. But do try to conserve your Crash Bomber. You'll see why in a little bit. What else needs to be filled up? I don't know if I use number 3 anymore. And do be careful of the spikes. We do have the water physics, so we can jump much higher. And here's an enemy that is, I'm pretty sure, is only destroyed by the quick boomerangs, these giant metal fish. They're slow, and thus quick boomerang defeats them. That makes sense. Now these screens, they can be very intense. You really just got to watch where Mega Man is falling, where the spikes are, and adjust your movement accordingly. And adjust your movement slightly. You don't want to panic and go too far to the left or too far to the right, because that'll just make you explode. Bubble is what I'm looking for these guys. It takes quite a lot of shots, but it can be useful there to avoid taking damage. We'll use the Mega Buster because I haven't used that too much. Now those sections kind of mean they kind of almost force you to take damage there. And now we're going to fight Gutsman again. This time he's been remodeled into a giant tank. Told you guys Gutsman would be reappearing. And once again, who needs metal blades when you have quick boomerangs? And he's already dead. Something else that didn't quite happen is he can lift his arm there and shoot metars or metools from out of his chest. But we just killed him way too quickly. That's what happens when you use weapons like the quick boomerang. Now this stage, this is probably the stage that's most difficult in the Wily stages. You'll see why. Let's fill up the wood. Now the stage is a bit different in the sense that leaf shield rather, does not protect us from shots. That's not how the stage is different. But other barrier weapons in later Mega Man games will tend to protect us from enemy projectiles like that. You can go after that 1-up if you feel you need it. How many do I have? I have plenty. And if you're just moving along here, you'll fall through the floor. And so you can use the bubble to see where the floor is real and where it's fake. And when you reach the screen, it's obvious that you're going to want to do this. So there's the fake spot, and you just jump over that. I'm already maxed out on E-Tanks, so I'm not going to get that one. I'll just skip past this. Ram my head into the wall. And we have more puzzles. Well, whoa. Okay, so selecting a weapon and unpausing the menu will cause Mega Man to fall, and if you don't grab onto the ladder, that's what will happen. They changed that in later Mega Man games, where if you switch weapons on a ladder, you don't just drop off the ladder like that. That was somewhat careless of me. So we'll put on the leaf shield again and just ride through here. And we can just throw this downward and be on our way. Now these are more tricky than the ones we saw in Crash Man's stage. Here you're going to want to jump up to this one, otherwise you're not going to fit through that little space. And then that'll take you up there. And this one might look a bit more daunting than what it really is. Now, if you jump off the ladder, just pressing the jump button, you will not use the leaf shield. It won't launch. It'll only launch when you press a direction, like I kind of had to there. Once again, you could use Metal Blade through here, but I find Leaf Shield to be just better. It takes much less effort. And who needs effort in Mega Man games? Speaking of effort, now, the one way to do this, actually I will do it this way, is to wait for this platform to come back around. And what you'll have to do is make a quick hop on and hop off right away. Another thing you can do is use the item 2 there. That's why I got it out. It's not effective against this guy. And just when you reach that platform, just item 2 your way across there. You can't even hit those guys from behind. I thought I was going to be able to get clever and hit the guy while his shield was up. But apparently you can only do that in later Mega Man games. And there's Air Shooter not destroying the big walker on the first attempt. I'm going to let his shot pass through. That way I only have to concentrate on the guy that's in front of me. Now this boss is a bit of a puzzle boss. He's not weak to item 1, but we're going to need item 1. And you can see sprite flicker is atrocious here. We have to wait until our item 1s go away before we can start doing stuff. You'll notice these guys will turn solid and flash just before they shoot. You do have to be very careful with your crash bomber here, because if you have just enough to blow up the walls that you need to and defeat the boss. I'm going to use knee tank here, because if you die off here, you have to grind for power-ups to refill your crash bomber energy. Also, if you bomb any of these other 3 walls you see here, you will not have enough crash bomber to destroy all of the parts of this boss. And this is the tricky part. I'm going to let that platform disappear, let him shoot at me again. I'm going to miss the jump. I'm just going to wreck all of these. There we go. That's how you get up there. And then I'll let him hit me, and then I'll hit him. As you can see, we have just enough crash bomber. I like this battle, and I don't at the same time. It's kind of difficult to dodge their shots when you're trying to maneuver around the room and shoot back at them, especially when you have 5 of them shooting at you at once.